Welcome to the Chester County Intermediate Unit Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Matt, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. After this session, I will be posting a link in the chat. We invite you to join a breakout room with all of the college representatives that presented this hour. The breakout room will last approximately 15 minutes between the end of this session and before the next session begins at the top of the hour. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Chester County. And now I'd like to turn things over to our first presenter, Monmouth University.
Hi, everybody. My name is Michael Quagliano. I graduated from Monmouth in 2016 with a degree in psychology and creative writing, and I've been working in the undergraduate admission office ever since. I know we have, quick bit of time here, so I wanted to just kind of get all of, the great things going on at Monmouth in a quick, 5-minute, kind of conversation. What I think Monmouth is really great at is being the best of both worlds. We have Division I athletics at Monmouth. My senior year, our men's basketball team beat UCLA, USC, and Notre Dame in the same season. So you have that excitement at campus. You have that big school spirit feel. Our men's football team have had their two best seasons in our school's history the past 2 years in the Big South. Our women's soccer team have made it to the NCAA tournament this past season. So you have all of that excitement going on campus. But I think that's juxtaposed with the fact that Monmouth has very small class sizes. On the books, we're averaging at about 21 students per class. Some of my classes at Monmouth were actually closer to 18, sometimes 15 students. My senior psychology thesis class at Monmouth was also about 12 students in class. So you have that excitement going on campus, that big school spirit atmosphere with a very small personalized education. We really abide by what is called experiential education at Monmouth. So all of our students, regardless of their discipline, regardless of their major or their given field of study, they either need to get an internship, study abroad, do fieldwork experience. We really make sure that our students are gaining professional experience before they graduate. And in many cases, many of our students are doing multiple experiences, study abroad experience. They're having their research and their work published. They're presenting their research at national conferences. They're getting, some of the most competitive internships in the world. I feel like that's because of our location as well. We're a mile to the beach. I know sometimes people say, oh, we're close to the beach. We are literally a mile to the Atlantic Ocean, which is super exciting. You could literally walk down the road and you will find water. We have housing directly on the beach as well for some of our upperclassmen, but you're close to New York City. You're about 5 minutes from the Long Branch train station, which is a straight shoot to New York City, just over an hour. We're about 80 miles to Philadelphia as well. And we're also close to Washington, D.C. as well. And I think that that's an important facet of our Monmouth University education. These are our majors. Some of our big majors on campus are education, business, communications, and the sciences. However, I was a psych major with a creative writing minor. So I think another important facet of a Monmouth University education is the ability for our students to kind of create their own way. I think we do a really good job here at the university at providing our students opportunities to network, opportunities to gain professional experience, and really hone in on what they're already passionate about. We have students that are coming in that are interested in creative writing, for example, that are treated as novelists, they're treated as writers, they're treated as professionals from the jump. And a lot of our experiential ed starts as early as their first year. We actually have a summer research institute for some of our science students that are accepted and admitted and paid for their research going in to their first year at Monmouth. So we're by the shore. Division I athletics, small class sizes, and I like to equate it to a work hard, play hard atmosphere. Students have a really rich social atmosphere, whether it's athletics, Greek life, programs within their major multicultural organizations. Our students are doing some really great work inside of the classroom. So thank you for your time.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Next up is Lincoln University.
Hello, you guys. My name is Nicholas Barachi. I'm a missions counselor here at Lincoln University. So pretty much Lincoln University, right? We are the first degree granting HBCU in the nation. Okay, so what that means, we are a historically Black college. We're actually top 20. With that being said, we have a 14-to-1 student faculty ratio. So, we always say we're a Lincoln family here, and we do our best job to make sure that you are not a number and that you are who you are and that you are best represented each and every day. We have a total of 2,000 students. We are kind of the middle of nowhere, as they can say, but it's actually pretty cool. We have 422 acres. At the same time, we have a lot of different things that you guys can enjoy on campus. You guys can see later if you guys go on YouTube and stuff like that. So one thing that we stress here at Lincoln University is our mission. Our mission is to educate and empower our students, lead the communities, and change the world. All right, we do it through learn, liberate, and lead. All right, through learn, you're going to, pretty much, learn how to be a college student, get critical thinking skills, cognitive skills, time management skills, stuff that, college students really do. All right, then liberate. You're going to pick your major. We have 30 plus academic programs here that you could choose from. Our top programs are accounting, criminal justice, mass communications, human services, psychology, and nursing as well. And then, with these programs, you get academic advisor and stuff like that. And then also, what you would get, is opportunities for internships, whether that's in, PA, whether that's in Ohio, whether that's in New York, California, Florida. Opportunities are endless here for that. We have a whole office just for internships. And then also undergraduate research. You conducting your own research. Research here at Lincoln University is student driven, okay? So that's opportunity for you all. And then we also have career development. Career development looks like, mock interviews, learning how to interview, learning how to best represent yourself for interviews and stuff like that. And then we also have career fairs that have Fortune 500 companies, graduate schools, law schools, private institutions, nonprofit organizations. The list goes on, just so students can have an opportunity to talk to somebody so they can have a plan. Our goal for you guys is to have a plan after graduation. You feel me? After graduation, that's what we always try to set for you guys, is what you're going to do after you leave here. That's the main goal. And then we have 70 plus student organizations here at Lincoln University. With these organizations, there are student ambassadors, tour guides, SGA, campus activity board. We even have fashion, modeling, everything for everybody for the most part. We want you guys to really, explore, right? We want you guys to really, just have a safe space to be who you are. We don't limit you guys. Even if you don't see them that you want to be a part of, you definitely can create your own organization. Then we have Greek life, we have the whole Divine Nine, we have ROTC as well, and we're D2 in sports. We are part of the CIAA. We are the Lions, orange and blue, as you guys can see. So yeah, but everything that I just said, you guys, we roughly cost $23,000 for the whole academic school year. We are very affordable. We actually named the best college in terms of affordability as well. That's from Money Magazine. So like I said, $23,000 in the state of PA. And what that looks like, how you can pay for it is FAFSA, and we also have FIA, and then looking at scholarships as well. Scholarships, we have merit-based, need-based, performance-based, and we would award the Love Scholarship as well. So we have a lot of different things here for you all. If you guys have any questions or anything, please let me know. Please scan that QR code. If you, whatever year you are in, if you are a senior, you can go ahead and create an account and have an application with us. It is free, can't be free. We just need your transcripts and your test scores. If you do not have test scores, we have a lift program here as well. And yeah, like I said before, I'm your counselor. Have a nice day.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Next up is the Pennsylvania College of Art and Design.
Okay, well, hello, everybody. Let me just get my presentation up here. All right. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Rebecca Adey, and I am the Assistant Director of Admissions for the Pennsylvania College of Art and Design. And at the end of my presentation, I'm just going to throw some information in the chat for you. I am not the admissions counselor that works with students from Chester County, but that would be Osman Ori, who is my colleague, and I'm going to make sure that I share his information with you. But unfortunately, he was in Ohio this weekend, so for another event, so unable to be here this evening. But I'm excited to tell you about our college. So we are a college. You can see over here on the right side the different majors that we have to offer. Unlike the other two schools that just presented, we are a college that focuses specifically on visual arts. And you can see by the majors that are listed there, those are the different directions that students can go at our college. All of our programs are 4 years in which you graduate with a Bachelor of Fine Arts. That means that about 65% of our curriculum is dedicated and focused on studio arts, with only about 35% dedicated to liberal arts studies, classes in art history, humanities, writing, as well as public speaking, which is very important for the success of an artist, and math and science, and even psychology and sociology. These classes are intermixed throughout the 4 years, just really allowing our students to be well-rounded, to be as successful as they can, and be able to enter the job market. In addition to these majors, we also do offer a wide variety of minors. We have a minor in each of these individual programs, in addition to a number of minors that span into more liberal arts studies like business and entrepreneurship or creative writing, art history, just to name a couple of them. So it allows students to somewhat cater their own program if you have more than one interest, or if you maybe let's say you would like to be someone who designs and also writes and also illustrates your own graphic novels. You might want to major in illustration and minor in creative writing. So just a kind of an idea of how you can couple that program to meet your needs and your interests. We are actually located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So we're right downtown in the city of Lancaster, very, very close to where most of you live. And you can see by the map, it's part of central PA, meaning that we are close to a lot of big cities, which is really great. The train station is just about 8 blocks walking distance from us. So you can easily take a day trip to explore another art culture. But the city itself does provide our students with all the amenities of a larger area. We're also a fairly young college. We were only founded in 1982 by artists for artists. This is a philosophy that we continue today. All of your faculty members are professionals. They are currently working in the industry as artists and designers, sharing their experiences, making sure that you know the current technology and things that are happening, which changes so quickly, helping you make connections, helping you network through visiting artists that come to the college, through assisting with your internships, which are a requirement for graduation, and just really giving you a lot of professional experiences throughout your 4 years. One of the most unique aspects of PCAD is our size. We are considered a micro college with under 300 students and an 8-to-1 student to teacher ratio. Now, we might not be the best fit for everyone, but if you're someone that's really looking for that close-knit community where somebody is there to assist you and help you along the way, to really guide you, to challenge you, this may be a great place for you. On the other side, we do have apartment style housing for our students, 4 different apartment communities in the city of Lancaster, all within walking distance. So you're learning about being a little bit more independent in that sense, living on your own, cooking for yourself, living with some roommates. So it's a great opportunity for students to really, thrive as individual artists and designers. And just to leave you with some other information about the college, this is also our main admissions email address. So if you have specific questions, you can just also reach us directly at admissions@pcad.edu. This is a wonderful link to find out what upcoming events we're hosting. They could either be both virtual as well as in person. We do have an in-person open house coming up on Saturday, November 6th. I'm also going to throw the link in the chat for you with the date. So in case you're interested in registering and coming down the visit, we welcome you. You can also call us at this number here. And we really encourage you to follow our social media just to see what up and coming things are happening with our students and our staff and faculty, and just to kind of stay in touch with us. And again, if you have any other questions, I'm going to be sure that I provide you with Osmond's information, and you can also contact us directly at admissions@pcad.edu. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your evening tonight.
Thank you very much. Our next presenter is Cleveland Institute of Art.
Hi, everyone. Let me share my screen just a second. I always still feel new at doing this. Bear with me. Okay, I've done a lot less virtual this year, which is great. Still good to do virtual, especially for students that we maybe can't get to your area to meet in person. So welcome. My name is Karen Wellman. I'm the Senior Admissions Counselor at the Cleveland Institute of Art. Cleveland, we're about maybe a 6-hour drive from where you're at, about 2-hour drive from the Pittsburgh, PA area. So not too far. We are located, our school itself is located about 10 minutes east of our downtown Cleveland area. So you kind of get to be near a mid-sized city, but we're nestled in this area called University Circle, which is where the Cleveland Museum of Art is, Natural History Museum, again, about 10 minutes from the downtown Cleveland area where the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is. So lots to do for art students in our area. And also, we have a huge music scene, theater district, sports teams as well. So lots of other activities happening to keep your interest going. We are a small school. There's only about 650 students overall in our program, which is great. It allows for that small student teacher ratio. It's about a 12-to-1. And what we also like to do, what's pictured here, is lots of our students gathered. This was before COVID times, but we're getting back to those in-person lunch on Friday lectures where we are on the Disney Pixar tour. So sometimes they come in, give a lecture to our animation students or our student body. We have other local artists, international artists, sometimes our CI alums. They come talk to students to let you know how they got to where they are today, how to make it in the industry. So it's just another component of the learning experience at our school to really help you with that networking and opportunities and other options. We are also well connected in if you're interested in transportation design, we have an awesome industrial design program. But no matter what you're majoring in, we have 13 different majors in the art and design industry. No matter what major you're in, we're going to have company reps come to the school, visiting artists that you can talk to. Pictured here is Alfa Romeo. They are an Italian car company, talking to one of our students there. So again, getting that real world experience, one-on-one time with professionals is great. This is one of our students from our graphic design program working on the Centennial logo with the Cleveland Museum of Natural History right in our area. So again, we're about experiences, being in the classroom, but also those internships and outside the classroom experiences as well. So our building is about 250,000 square feet of maker space. Students do get their own studio space starting their second year at our school. So second, third, fourth year, you get your own space. And space to create state-of-the-art equipment. The first year at our school is the foundation year. So you're taking a couple different classes in different areas: 2D design, 3D design, digital. There'll be drawing and painting, maybe doing some photography, some animation. There's also an elective that you can take in the area that you are planning to pursue your major in. As a previous art school said, you are in about studio class a little over 2/3 of your time, which makes that BFA really substantial. If you're looking for a job or career in the art and design industry, choosing to go to an art school is going to be significant, because that's going to give you that additional time in your studio space making and creating. However, the liberal arts are still important. So creative writing, art history, philosophy, psychology, cultural anthropology, those classes are going to be great. And we have a really strong program that will help you in those areas. But we also, again, allow you to have your own studio space. Faculty can walk around, talk to you in that space. The previous picture I showed was a painting student space. And this is the difference between animation studio space. There's also in our animation studios a separate room for 2D animation and then a separate computer lab for 3D animators. Both are very great programs at our school, as again, well as our other majors. We do have residence hall for freshmen and sophomores. Juniors and seniors can potentially continue to live in the sophomore residence hall if there's room, but we have a lot of off-campus housing in our area that students live in during those juniors and senior years. So I'm probably going to have to wrap it up soon, but this is the list of all of our majors. We have graphic design, industrial design, interior architecture. This particular student pictured here got a job at Universal Studios down in Florida doing their retail stores. He was very excited last spring to be, this fall was designing those Halloween stores that if you ever go to any of your kind of local theme parks, he's down in Universal Studios, kind of he was creating those for Halloween this year. We also have the craft and design area, which houses our ceramics, glass, and jewelry metals. We also have the digital areas, which is animation, game design, illustration, life sciences illustration. If you're interested in science and art, life sciences illustration is a great program for you. And then of course we have a wonderful fine arts program in drawing, painting, photography, video, printmaking, sculpture, expanded media. And so I think my time is up, but if you want more information about our school, go to our website. We're also having an open house coming up on Saturday, November 20th. Come do a campus visit and see us if you can. Thanks for your time.
Great, thank you very much. Next up is Moore College of Art and Design.
Yes, hello everybody. So, my name is Kim. I am also a senior admissions counselor at Moore College of Art and Design. If you're not familiar with Moore, we're right down in Center City, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, so not too far from Chester County. We were started in 1848 by Sarah Worthington Peter. She wanted to give women the opportunity to support themselves through the arts, so she started a textile design school, and we've kind of evolved exponentially from there. So we are still an all-women's school, but we also take applications from non-binary folks as well as anyone who identifies as a woman. And that, of course, comes from our rich history of serving the historically underrepresented within the arts. So I was asked the other day when I was presenting this, what does added value mean? These are statistics both nationally as well as in the state of Pennsylvania about our added value. So added value is how much additional learning, experience, or development a school offers beyond the average. So those are some pretty good statistics right there. Number 1 in Pennsylvania and 3 in the nation. This is our admissions team. So as I mentioned, my name is Kim Brickley. I take care of transfer students and international students. And right now I'm covering for Elena Bailey, who would be the person that you would contact. I'll drop her information in the chat after I'm finished presenting, but she is the person who takes care of all of Pennsylvania outside of Philadelphia, and she's wonderful. So like I said, I wasn't kidding when I said we're right down in the center of downtown Philadelphia. So that if you're familiar with, maybe not so much Philly, but at least maybe the Philadelphia Museum of Art, you'll see that we're right down the street from there. We're next door to the Franklin Institute as well as the Barnes Foundation. So it's a really awesome location. And we all, staff, faculty, and students all have either free or discounted rates to get into all of these cultural institutions that are literally right outside of our door. So that's pretty cool. We offer 9 majors and 11 minors. Most of our students tend to major minor, and a third of our students double minor. So you can mix it up as much as you want, but it's not required. Film is a new major for this year, so that's really exciting. We just finished all of the facilities for that. And aside from being able to major in 7 of our 9 minors, you can also do creative writing, art history, business, and textile design. We're a really small school, so we only have about 400 students. And an 8-to-1 student to professor ratio. So it's a pretty awesome place to get mentorship as well as a real sense of community, but also have the city right outside of your door. Ooh. Okay, so a little bit about campus life. Aside from having a variety of events that happen on campus, we have 4 galleries that host artists from around the world and the country, as well as locally, and artist lectures and things like that. We also have a plethora of clubs, as you can see, and this is just a list from this year. It's changed even since last year. It's really fun to start your own club if you want to, or just join one of the many listed here. This is probably not even a complete list, but there's always a lot going on. It's a fun campus and a fun atmosphere. Our job placement at Moore is really high. In the almost 4 years I've been there, the yearly statistics that come out are between 95 and 100% within a year of graduation are within their field of study, employed, or in graduate school. Aside from that, you get a guaranteed $1,000 paid internship for every student in every major. You get that through the Locks Career Center. They work with you to build your resume, do mock interviews, help you search for one that really fits your desires and needs as a creative person and fits to your skill set. And if you graduate from Moore, you can come back at any time for extra career help. So this is our most recent job statistic. 97% of our 2020 BFA alumni are employed or in graduate school. And that was despite COVID, so pretty good number there. These are just a little small sampling of some of the places where our students work or have worked or interned at. Pretty comprehensive list. Usually where students end up is kind of determined by what they major in. So quickly about how to apply. Whoops. All you need is the online application, which we're happy to give you a fee waiver to. Your high school transcripts, if you're a transfer student, will need college transcripts, and a portfolio of 8 to 12 works. Letters of recommendation, personal essays, and test scores are optional. 100% of our students get scholarships and grants, and that can range from $6,000 a year up through $25,000 a year. So everybody gets a merit-based scholarship from Moore. So these are some of the ways that you can connect with us. We do Zoom calls, national portfolio days. We have campus tours 6 days a week, in person and virtual events. So I'm going to wrap it up. If you want to take a screenshot of this QR code, it will lead you to our visit page with virtual events and things like that. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thanks, Kim. And next up is Penn State Brandywine.
All right, everyone, I'm just going to share my screen. I am Nicola DeFranzo-Heitzer, the Director of Enrollment Management, and I am here to talk to you all about Penn State. So Penn State is one university geographically dispersed. We are 20 campuses strong all across the state of Pennsylvania. As you can see, you're probably most familiar with our most popular and largest campus, which is the University Park campus, number 17, right there in the middle. And that holds 40,000 students. I am down at Penn State Brandywine on number 6 near Philadelphia, and we have about 1,300 students. Across all of the campuses, which are all different, but all Penn State, there's anywhere between 700 and 4,000 students. So with all these campuses, there's a lot of opportunity for, I always say Penn State is options. You have so many options with Penn State. You could start and stay at your campus. You could go 2 years and then transition to another Penn State campus for your last 2 years if they maybe don't have your major at the first campus you're at, or transition up to University Park. It isn't transferring, it is a transition. It's very simple. So there's lots of opportunities for you to find your right place in the world of Penn State. A little bit about Penn State Brandywine. We are sitting on 112 beautiful acres in Media, Pennsylvania. Our total enrollment, as I said, is 1,300. We are the second most diverse campus in the Penn State system, and our student faculty ratio is 16:1. So small class sizes and really great individual attention. These are the academic majors that we have at Penn State Brandywine. Our newest are computer science, cybersecurity, and analytics, and also our new information technology major, along with project and supply chain management. We're really excited about these majors. They're really wonderful, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, for jobs. And also all throughout Penn State, all through the 20 campuses, there are 275 majors. So we are sure you can find something that you're looking for at Penn State. We are a residential campus and have been for 5 years. And this is just a couple pictures of Orchard Hall, our beautiful residence hall, which holds 250 students. There's always something to do at Brandywine. We have about 30 to 40 different clubs that you can join. We have internships in just about every major. Great opportunity for you to get started to work at a company and intern there and hopefully have a job when you come out. We know that folks we've just seen it time and time again, they love to hire Penn State students. We have a wonderful, thriving global programs group. That's for students that want to do a course and do some study abroad during one of the breaks, like Thanksgiving or Christmas or spring break. And for those of you who are really interested in undergraduate research, you have the opportunity to work with faculty and do undergraduate research even as a freshman. We have a really vibrant athletics team. They're very, very successful in the classroom and also on the court or on the field. These are our varsity sports teams. We are part of the PSUAC, and we have 16 different varsity sports teams that you can see listed right there. So how do you apply to Penn State? It's one application, no matter where you are looking to apply within the Penn State system. You will choose 2 campuses, a first choice and a second choice option. There's multiple different ways you can apply. You can apply through the Common Application, the Coalition Application, or the My Penn State application. And that one, we are able to waive your application fee. We have a rolling admissions timeline. So the application opened up August 1st, and you can apply in your senior year anytime, after August 1st. And November 1st is our early action application deadline, but we continue to review applications all throughout the year. Definitely encourage you to apply early and make your decisions, especially for Brandywine. As I mentioned, as you saw that housing, if you are looking to live on campus, it tends to fill up. So it's really good to get accepted and pay your deposit so you can lock in your space, both for the college as well as for your residence hall. So when you apply, you'll choose your application that you'd like to apply with, and then you will fill out your self-reported academic record. That is basically you taking your high school transcripts and then putting in exactly what's on there into what we call the SHRAR. And the SHRAR lives in the My Penn State portal. So you just Google My Penn State, the portal will pop up. You sign up for that, and that's how you can track what's going on with your application progress. And that is the two main things that you need, an application and your SHRAR to be considered for Penn State. We are test optional. And if you do decide not to submit your scores, the way we look at you is we just dig a little deeper into those high school classes that you've taken to see if you, honors or the rigor within those classes. And if you do submit your scores, 2/3 will be counted toward your high school record and the 1/3 toward your scores. It's $14,460 to go as a Pennsylvania resident to Penn State Brandywine University. Park's about $5,000 more, and the non-PA resident cost is, as you can see, a little bit higher. Room and meals the same. I encourage everyone. One thing I want you to remember is if you apply to file your FAFSA, your free application for federal student aid, this is where you can get grants and scholarships and take loans if you need to. But it's also important, even if you think you will not get federal dollars, it's really important for us to have that on file because we want to make sure that you are eligible for any scholarships that require that at our campus. Reach out to us along the way. That's why we're here. We're really happy to help you at any time. bwadmissions@psu.edu. This is our crew right there, and we are all happy to help you. This will go to all of our emails, and someone will get back to you with any questions really soon. Thanks so much.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you to all of our presenters. We have a few minutes left in this session for some Q&A. So I'd invite all of our presenters to join me back on camera and respond to this question. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And I'll ask that our presenters respond in the same order that they presented. So Michael, you're up first.
It sounds like a simple answer, but you believe it or not, it's not. I would definitely recommend visiting campus in person. I know things are, we're still in the middle of a pandemic, but a lot of universities are, making visits, safe. But visiting campus, being able to visualize yourself on campus is such a huge component that sometimes students don't take advantage of.
I'll say from Lincoln, check your emails because we're always emailing you. Because sometimes you don't respond to us, but it's okay. But seriously, guys, no, respond to your emails that we send you guys. Put information in there. Like he said, go to all the campuses, like view where you want to go. You never know. You don't want to just get somewhere and be like, you want to just step in there and automatically know this is your school. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay, so Michael, you took mine away from me. No, actually, I was definitely, I want to say that it's really important that you do visit a school. And if you're thinking about something really, I represent an art college. If you're thinking about an art college, but you're really on the fence and you're not sure, I would recommend visiting liberal arts schools and some universities just to get a good feel for where it might fit you best. Since that was already said, the other advice I'm going to say is financial aid. Make sure that you apply for financial aid. Start that now if you're a senior. The new application is available right now, even if you're not sure what colleges you want to apply to yet. That's okay. You can start the financial aid application, and then as soon as you can add those college codes to your application. This way, that's going to start everything in terms of scholarships and other opportunities for you. So you already have it finished and complete.
Great. Yes, some great advice. I would also add, for if you're an art student, get a portfolio review and pay attention to those deadlines. So we have two deadlines for applications. One is December 1st. The other one is February 1st. But get a portfolio review before those deadlines hit. That gives you time to rework some of your work and then be able to submit that when you're applying during that application time. So we can meet, you can come to campus, like previously said, it's a great idea to actually visit the campus. So do a campus visit, come to an open house for portfolios. We usually can't, but sometimes we can make exceptions, or we could meet via Zoom. So Zoom portfolio reviews are happening. There's actually a couple of good things that came out of COVID and the pandemic is just being able to meet students across the country via Zoom, and we can do portfolio reviews that way as well.
Hi, My piece of advice was just start early and often, no matter where you are in the process. And I always tell my art students again, like make a spreadsheet of just the portfolio parameters, because every school is pretty different in what they require, and it's already overwhelming. So just try to stay organized and you'll be fine. And I also agree the in progress portfolio reviews are super important and helpful. It's good advice.
A couple of things I would definitely say, I know there's a lot of pressure on you as high school students. It's tough, right? And everybody's asking, where are you going to go? Where are you going to apply? Listen to where and what you really want to do. You know, there's a lot of pressure out there and a lot of talk. So you want to do and go where you really want to be. And for that, I say explore, you know, obviously the visits, make a list, make a big list, you know, it could be all different types of schools, different sizes, far away from home, close to home. But and then you'll start to weed out what you want to do and you'll find the right place for you. But give yourself, don't just say, oh, I just want to go to these top 5 schools because I see them on the TV or they're what everyone talks about in these rankings. Pick what's right for you. And you're going to find that right place.
Awesome advice. So our next question is, what is one thing you want students to remember about your institution?
I think, about Monmouth University, I think it's just an opportunities machine, really. That's what our president always preaches, and I fully believe it. I had the opportunity as an undergrad student to study abroad, to do mission work in 3 different countries, to work with a variety of different writers that I'm working with on the graduate level. And I think Monmouth is a school that really helps students, whatever they're passionate about, we can just kind of make you the best version of yourself and give you some professional opportunities, and guidance throughout the way. So I think that you have the ability to wear a lot of different hats at the university, being able to catch a Division I game, but also being able to be a lead in the play and be working on cancer research as an undergraduate student. I think the ability to mix and match at Monmouth is something that I've found was really special to my undergraduate experience.
I'll say for Lincoln, for just everything that we offer for a very affordable price. And just to have a HBCU experience, it was like there's nothing to compare to that. I had one, and it definitely molded me to be who I am today. So I just and we always say pay it forward. So one thing here at Lincoln, you're not gonna be a number. You're gonna be who you are. We're really gonna take you for who you are and then build you up brick by brick. That's the goal. Make sure that you guys are going somewhere. So yeah.
Okay, I think what I'm probably going to say is the one thing that makes us super special, which is going to be our micro college size. It makes PCAD unique as well because we do have such small class sizes and the ability for students to really work so closely with their faculty members. Under 300 students, you don't find that in too many places for colleges. And don't think that just because it's a small college, it's not a mighty college and that you might not get a really good education, because having the opportunity to really get to know your instructors and work so closely with them means they're going to challenge you like you would not believe. So that's the one thing that I really want to share with you today, and what all our students and faculty would say. What is the most special thing about PCAD? Thank you.
I would say something that stands out at the Cleveland Institute of Art is just our connections in the industry. I mentioned that during the presentation. Connections with, if you want to work for a gallery, we have one of our painting alums is actually the gallery director of our gallery at our school in the Reinberger Gallery. We also have the chief curator over at MoCA, the Museum of Contemporary Art in Cleveland, is a CI alum. So we have a lot of alums working out in the industry in the fields that as an artist and designer, you would want to get to. We also have American Greetings, which is actually a local company in Cleveland. So if you're interested in illustration, we have several alums that have done internships or work for them. We have alums that have gone on to work for Fisher Price, Hasbro. So again, if you're interested in like industrial design, toy design, we have students that go there. Students working in the film industry. One of our animators went on to help create the character Big Hero 6, the Baymax character, and he's won a couple Oscars and Emmys for his work as well. So again, if you're interested in a job in the industry, going to an art school like CIA, getting your BFA will really help you with those connections, the skill sets you need to be able to do that when you graduate. Thanks.
I think that the takeaway I'd like to leave is that if you're looking for an urban campus with a lot of really cool things happening right around it, nestled in like a small nurturing community of like-minded artists and designers, then Moore's the place for you. You'll find a lot of mentorship and guidance toward your particular creative career path.
For Penn State as a whole, 20 campuses, so lots of opportunity, big, small, close to home, further away. The degree is recognized literally worldwide, and we have the largest alumni network in the country, which helps you make great connections when you're looking for job opportunities. For Brandywine, I love it there. The students are really amazing. The faculty are great and very dedicated. We are really like a family there. We are the largest of the small campuses. So you can sort of be a big fish in a small pond, but it's not too small. And there's just, like I said before, so many great options and opportunities for students. One of our students today just showed an incredible documentary that he made. He filmed a lot of the different protests after the George Floyd trial. And, like not a dry eye in the house, right? It was amazing. And he just graduated, and we're going to be showing those hopefully around the different colleges and on our campus, and helping to sort of spread, this anti-racist agenda that we do have at Penn State. So those are just a few things that I think make us stand out. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you all so much. And thank you for joining us. We are at the end of this session, so thank you very much to our audience, to our presenters. When you close this window, there will be a link to a quick survey. We do appreciate your feedback. And from now until the top of the hour, when the next session begins, you can join the college reps who presented this hour and chat with them in a breakout room. Click on the link in the chat, and you'll be able to find a recording from this session as well as others at strivescan.com/Chester County. Thank you all so much and have a great rest of your day.